Hello everyone, I'm Manoranjan H, Assistant Professor of Commerce, Government First Grade College, Bagepalli. Today we will discuss on strategic human resource management prescribed by Bangalore North University for 5th semester BBA. The topic which we are going to discuss today is different investment in job secure workforce. In the previous class or a video, we discussed on various investment practices for improved retention of an employee in an organization. Today, we shall discuss on investment perspective in job secure workforce. The outcome of the particular session will be able to explain about the investment, various investment opportunities which are very much essential to for each and every employee for job secure at workplace in an organization. So let us start. As you can see in this particular slide, these are the various factors where investment in job secure workforce is very much essential. It is a very important or a prime objective of every human resource manager to provide investment opportunities. Investment, good amount of investment should be done for training and make the employees feel secured at workplace in an organization. The first point is employment security or job guarantee. No doubt, each and every employee in an organization they want themselves to be secured in every organization, and they want a secure life or work balance should be there in the organization. So they want, it's like a government job. They feel like government kind of thing. Government job should be there, something like that. So the employment, whom or the work they are doing should be last longer, or there should not be any gap between their career is concerned. So each and every employee is very much cared about their employment status in an organization. So first important point with respect to job secure workforce is job guarantee of an employee. The second point says recognition of cost of downsizing and layoffs. No doubt, it is also a very important objective of every human resource manager, HR manager, to consider his investment with respect to downsizing and layoff of an employee. Is it really required to downsize any workforce or an employee level, or layoffs is concerned? He has to look into, because there are many projects. If only critical resources, there are some there are some human companies where downsizing and layoffs are very much you can see in the now we can see nowadays because of all these unforeseen circumstances. So the organizational policy should be framed in such a way wherein only critical resources or employees will be given preferences at point of time when projects are there, like that. So the objective of every human resource manager, considering downsizing and layoffs are concerned, very much it should be very much cared or very much important in every organization. So the recognition of cost of downsizing and layoffs is also very important. Investment in job secure workforce is concerned. Next point, avoiding business cycle based layoffs. So we have various business cycles for each and every organization. So HR manager has to look into various business cycles whenever there is the employees who are to be laid off from the companies. You should look into that business cycles whenever the projects are not there. Instead of paying salaries to the employees who are not critical at nature, so they have to look into their work is also concerned. So it is very important for different business cycles where projects are there, where projects are not there. He has to look into both the things when work is concerned, because it's a cost return parameter. So it's also very important point. Next, we have alternatives to layoffs. So if layoff is the only reason to be done, so if they have HR manager has various alternatives. So we have redeployment. He can be put into different departments or projects where he can work, or curtailment of subcontracts. Whenever there is a contract, subcontracts can be minimized. The cost level can be minimized, and you can get back to the client saying that major projects will be done for a time being. Subcontracts will be for stop for a time being, something like that, so that the employees will be reallocated to some other project. Next, we have a reassignment of work to company employees. Of course, the name itself says reassignment of work to company employees. We can assign different based on the skill set and the responsibilities and knowledge level of the employee. Other tasks or assignments can be given to them and redeployed to some other departments or projects are concerned. Next, pay cuts. Yeah, of course, instead of sending the employees out or home, we have other options of pay cuts, and we can tell the employees that we don't have a project or we don't have work for you, and salaries will be reduced, or this amount of only benefits or something, monetary benefits will be reduced, something like that. You can inform them and reduce the pay cuts as well. This is also one of the strategies where HR managers use in the organization. Next, we have paid and unpaid leaves. You can reduce the leaves as well, and you can utilize the work of an employee at most and reduce the level of leaves as well. He's got number of leaves, you can reduce it and use for work. Next important point we have is ethical implications of employment practice. You should HR manager has also look into ethical of impact or considerations of an employee at work is concerned. You should also give preference to the ethical parameter, the moral attitude, behavior of employee in the organization, and that will be given top priority nowadays in the organization. So it is also one of the important investment criteria, like ethical implication. What is the ethical impact or the attitude or behavioral changes of an employee in an organization will also be looked into. Next, we have non-traditional investment practice. We have, these are all the traditional investment practice. We have non-traditional investment practice as well, wherein investment in disabled employees. We have disabled employees where they are not able to work in a certain skill set or environment wherein they've been given preferences and they've been put into some other projects. We've been invested for training and all, so they can put into different projects and get the work done like that. So this is also one of the important investment perspective of disabled employees. Next, we have investment in employee health. Of course, we have the HR manager can invest a certain amount of money for the employee health is concerned, because employees are asset to the company. Their health is very much important, because now health insurance are getting more and more like because the employees are asset to the company. They have been treated as are income to the company. They are that's why employees health are very much, every employee's health are very much important for every organization. So that is also one of the important non-traditional investment approach. Next, we have counter-cycling hiring. Counter-cycling hiring means keeping only technical people or skilled people or critical resources in your organization for future use, and their work will be taken utmost priority, and unskilled way people will be put into redeployed into some other projects or like that. So keeping highly technical and skilled employees for future use is like counter-cycling hiring. So these are the different investment practices in job secure workforce. So in this particular slide, as you can see, these are the important points where we have discussed already. So there are other points wherein the investment HR managers are duties to look into with reference to job secure workforce. First one, avoiding business cycle based layoff. We already discussed this. Alternative to layoffs also we have discussed. When downturn is of short duration, block inflow of personnel into organization, like recruitment or inductions concerned recruitment. We have to stop the recruitment for time being whenever the projects are not there. Next, redeployment of current employees. Curtailment of subcontract we have discussed. Sharing of economic loss. Like see, they have given an example of Wipro. So they have reduced the economical loss. Like we have whenever now the word which we can say here is cost cutting. Many companies are going for a cost cutting, wherein work from home is the best option. Like because of Corona, we have work from home option since a year, which is a very good factor for all the companies, wherein the economic loss has been reduced drastically. Now all the companies are going for a work from home option, wherein the cost cutting is happening and the productivity is increasing, and things like that. So this is also very important point. Next, fewer work days. As I told you, sometimes this is applicable when work is at office. Like instead of 6 days a week, they can make 5 days or 4 days a week, something like that, and get used. Like this is purely investment perspective, cost perspective is concerned. Next, we have employment guarantees. We already discussed this security like that. The work effort and job security relationship. This is also very important. When investment is concerned, the work effort, the utilization of the work, and the security level relationship will be considered by the HR with reference to employees for a secure job workforce like that. The less secure, the greater is the flexibility and productivity. So as the point clearly explains, the less secure job or a task, for the greater is the flexibility. There is a change in the flexible or change in the work to be done for a future projects or future organizational development, which definitely increases the productivity. So this particular slide clearly explains the dissatisfaction with professional development investments. There are people. This is a survey being conducted wherein the percentage of feedback has been taken from happy customers, happy employees, and unhappy or neutral employees. Wherein some there are two parameters here. One is executive level, another one is employee level. The executive level, and 39% of the executive levels are happy or satisfied with the present status and work or culture is concerned, whereas 60% of the top executives are not satisfied or a neutral like that. Whereas employees are concerned, 29% are very much happy with their present job and or organization or stuff like that. Whereas 70% of the employees are very much unhappy or neutral with reference to the professional development or dissatisfaction about the work is concerned. So this particular slide explains the work professional development is concerned. So this is the another slide which explains the US workforce development system. See, this is a foreign American workforce system with reference to the government, federal and state government as concerned. This is the survey which is conducted by McKinsey company. So here you can see this particular left side slide, data explains about federal government, and this is state governments, which explains the status of an employees with reference to social support services, public workforce system, and educational institutions. We have unemployed citizens, how they have been, see, we have unemployed citizens, we have employers, and how the training have been given, how much funds have been utilized for citizens or sorry, employees of an organization, how they have given the rendered proper feedback or proper skill set or their usage to the training they have taken like that. So everything is being taken here. So here the state government, if we consider state governments, the employers with social support services, public workforce system, and education institutions, the data has been transferred with a different organizational. This is like a government policy where it is moved on to the federal government data and state government data. Total, this is the whole unemployed or citizens of a U.S. organization where certain amount of funds have been utilized for the citizens of the country, how they have been given for different jobs, how the what is the present situation of the job condition is being clearly explained in this particular slide with by the McKinsey company. Here, child care and transportation, various departments have been given different funding facilities here. Students have been given proper tuition facilities, or the education system, and all those things is clearly explained here. The overall picture of this particular slides explains the different investment perspective of job secure workforce in an organization. So it is a very important prime objective of every human resource manager to look into the investment cost benefit analysis. He has to do, and proper investment to be done on different employees of an organization, so that the ultimate main is to make the employees feel happy, work for a longer time, reduce the retention rates, and organizational development. So by this, I conclude myself with the presentation of different investments in job secure workforce in an organization. Thank you.